2, 1, go. Hey, it's me. Because you don't know, or you probably don't know, my name is Vance, and this is gonna be like my first long form YouTube video. The little bit of background about myself is I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a small business owner. We live and thrive in our community. Well, I just wanted to get on here and maybe talk to you guys a little bit about something. Uh, and it came true with actually creating this video and it being my first one, really. So I wanted to talk or discuss a little bit about the fear of creating your first YouTube video. And I kind of asked my wife is much better at this than I am. So I asked her for advice and we were setting up backgrounds and the best spot in the house and the lighting, and it dawned on me that I was doing the same thing. I was procrastinating, and procrastination is a form of perfectionism. So it's almost like I didn't want to start unless it was going to be perfect, unless my background was 100% on point, and you didn't get to see the dust and the shoes and everything that I would probably not want you guys to see or what to hide or what to really adjust. But at the end of the day, that was a form of procrastination. It wasn't perfect, so I didn't want to start. And that's really that was shocking to me, or kind of a revelation, because that's really not how life in any other setting. I am more of a throw 100 iterations at the wall, see what one sticks, and go from there. So it was, I don't know, it was kind of eye opening to see, like, it is true that the reason I think a lot of people don't want to get started is a fear. We'll touch about fear here in a second, but another form of fear is perfectionism. If it's not going to be perfect, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be seen in a negative light, basically. As you can see, I had my notes over here, so I'm going to be looking over here. Again, this isn't going to be perfect, but if anything, I'm proud of myself for starting. Will these get better? Meh, probably. At least I hope so. So, the hardest part that I found for this whole thing is just hitting record. Just hitting record was the simplest of things. It was mind blowing to say that little red button on your phone. I didn't want to do it, and we talked about it earlier. Was a form of perfectionism. So let's go, continue that and say, I hope momentum gives me mastery. So I hope that within doing this video, it'll lead to more videos, and it'll lead to more videos. But the old saying, a rolling stone gathers no moss. This is the same concept as momentum is mastery. You're going to feel better about the progress that you're making and the lighting adjustments and the camera angles and the background. Or if anything, you're just going to feel more comfortable in your own skin, or talking to in millions or potential, really just my wife will see. So I don't have to worry about it that much. I think it also has to do a little bit with mindset of, we get wrapped or too fixated or focused on, what if I fail? Even though we really don't define what failing means, I think we've been pre-programmed, or if we don't go viral or don't get 3 million views, that's a form of failure. And I don't look at it as all. Look at it like this. What if you succeed? I think this is a very odd time to live in. And I was listening to a podcast, so I can't, take this as my own mindset, but he basically said, we live in no other time where basically a video or a short-term video, and it's a lottery ticket. You have the ability to go viral and be seen, and your business get exposure, or your personal brand get exposure, with just purchasing these lottery tickets, i.e. making social media content. So he framed it as a question of, if you had that ability, how many lottery tickets would you purchase? All of them. Every time, every day, every second. So you would just continue and continue to play the odds. So I think this goes hand in hand with, mastery and momentum, and, hey, the fear of starting. It's almost like you're sabotaging yourself with the fear of success. So
I don't know, after it was framed to me that way, I made it a mission to be like,
We have a saying in our household where we're just not going to lead in fear. So I'm not going to lead in fear. I'm not going to let this inanimate object keep me from purchasing a lottery ticket or really keep me from starting. It's not going to be, I'm not going to fail or I'm not going to let someone else control my success. So,
yeah, I think that's all I have for today. I think the key takeaways are don't lead in fear.
momentum is mastery. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. The background doesn't have to be perfect. The audio doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. And I think you gain mastery with repetition. So hit the button. Hit the button. Let people see you. Let people see the imperfections. Let people see the perfections. You'll be amazed, or hopefully someone resonates with this. And even if it's just one person, hey, I had the opportunity to maybe change that person's lives or they're changed mine. So, yeah, I'm proud of myself. If anything, good job, me.